Hey, JK here. I want to thank you for sharing part of your day with me. Well, this will be the third draft I'm sharing with you all. Fourth overall for me this year. The first one was a long, slow draft, so I wasn't going to get that. However, this one is in a league I've been in a few years. I don't know anyone in it. However, I've performed pretty well in this league. I've made it to the championship game, and this was actually the league that if I remember correctly, I got to the championship game, tied the guy who was like first overall in the league, and because he was higher seed, he won. So that was kind of crappy, but it is what it is. This year we're going to be looking to take number one overall and leave no questions asked. This is a keeper league, so I want to talk about some of the guys I already have. We just got to pick, I believe it was 15, never mind. We got to pick 15. So with just over 3 minutes left, we're going to go over these. Gabriel Moreno, I think he is a really good catcher. He is going to be more offensively inclined than he is defensively. So hopefully he's going to be able to stick in the role because let's be real, if his defense declines, then it's kind of the whole role of a catcher to be defense every single play. So he may very well be moved to DH if that is the case. Justin Turner, 39-year-old, is aging like fine wine, doing great, and I feel like he's going to be doing even better playing DH in that loaded Blue Jays lineup. Zach Geloff, I love this guy. Like, I really do. He plays for a terrible team, but he's my boy. I'm going to look to try to get him as many drafts as I can. Francisco Lindor, I mean, it's hard to pick against him. He's good. He's been good since he was an Indian. He was good, or has been good as a Met. Yes, there have been some counting stats that have been down, and some things here and there that, I may not have liked, but he's good. We'll leave that. Josh Lowe, he had a great season last year. Hopefully he'll be able to replicate that. He did have quite a few steals last year. He did have, I think, 20 plus home runs, so that was great. So hopefully he'll be able to replicate that and stay hot in that Rays lineup that likes to mix and match and get people hitting. Maybe not where they're accustomed to. Now, not like Kyle Schwarber leadoff Phillies accustomed to, but they try to get the best out of their players. So I hope Lowe will be able to do what he did last year, if not do better. Freddie Freeman, enough said. Jonathan India, again, that's my boy. I love Zach Geloff, and I love Jonathan India. The only thing is Jonathan India may not get as much playing time this year. Hopefully he'll be able to acclimate to the outfield and pick up that eligibility as well. Kenta Maeda, I really like Kenta Maeda, especially in this Tigers lineup, who's going, I'm not going to say a bad division, but a division that doesn't have as heavy hitters as the AL East or someone of that sort. But in any case, I think he's going to do pretty decent if he can stay healthy. Jordan Romano, on that loaded Blue Jays lineup, he's going to get some opportunities to come in with the lead. Now, hopefully the lead isn't too much, obviously not more than 3 or else it's not a save. So we'll see how that goes. Jose Alvarado, definitely someone who's going to grab some looks for the Phillies unless they move on from him and pick someone else. I know Gregory Soto was someone else they were trying to get in the closer role last year, but didn't work out. Hopefully Jose Alvarado can stay healthy. Talking about health, Tyler Glasnow, hopefully this guy can stay healthy because he is the man when he is on. But that's a big win. Like, that's kind of like the biggest if, if he's in there, he'll do great. Merrill Kelly, super underrated, and it's crazy that he's a number 2, potentially number 3, depending on how Eduardo Rodriguez does. I think he'll stick with number 2 though. But Zach Gallen had a great year last year. I think he's going to build off that. I think Merrill Kelly will be able to build off that, especially with the additions they had, the Diamondbacks had in their bats. Eugenio Suarez, Jacques Peterson, I think it's really going to help. Nick Pivetta, I don't know, man. If they do the secondary, opener, then I think he'll do fine. The draft is starting. Super exciting. Ron Pepe, I think he's going to do good. I don't think he's going to be as good in Tampa as he was in LA, or as good in, no, that's right, as good in Tampa as he was in LA. But I think he'll be decent. And of course, Matt Olson, another good fella. Enough said. So this is going to be a short draft. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Or I could just look down there. So who is off the board? I guess I could move my big head right here and we can see. I still can't see that. Luis Arias. Okay, so I'll tell you right now, I am going to have to look offense, even though you say, hey man, you have Freeman, you have Lindor, you have Olsen, you should be good. Yeah, well, we're gonna have to do better. Because again, I don't want to go into this whole thing where I get tied for first again and don't get the win. So, I mean, there are definitely a few pitchers. Cole Reagan. Oh, Esther Ruiz. That might be my guy. Yeah, that's my guy. I vow to not lose stolen bases at any point in time this year, because I'm going to. Oh, I like Ezekiel Tovar too. I'm going to go after Ruiz in all of my drafts. He's not going to get me a whole lot of hits and not going to do all that stuff for me. I can't see. Ha-Seong Kim. That's a good pick. It's a daggone good pick. Okay, so this is the guy. I don't know his name, but this is the guy that beat me last year. Beat me. We tied 8 categories all. And because he was higher, seeded team. I've always thought that if you're the higher seeded team, you should win. So a tie should actually go to lower seed, because if you're a lower seed, you're not projected to win. So that's just, and that's not just because I lost in this situation. I just think that if you're the number 1 seed, or a higher seeded team, you should just win. Just win, baby, win. Al Davis. I know this isn't football, but it is what it is. So, 10 seconds left. We're going to see who he goes with. Pitching wise, I like Eflin. If he's going to be around for, pick 198 in round 17. I already know I'm going to go with Ruiz. So we're going to have a few utilities. And who was selected? I still can't see. Daggone it. Francisco Alvarez. Okay, that's a pretty good pick. I might have to adjust this so I can see. Excuse me 1 second. Oh my gosh. There we go. Now I can see. I have it on a little platform so I can see. Yay. Okay. I don't know if I'm gonna mess it up. Okay. There we go. Whatever. It is what it is. I get next pick. So again, man. In the categories, I guess I should talk about the categories. So again, there are 16 total categories. Runs, hits, home runs, RBIs, stolen bases, on-base percentage, and batting average. Runs, hits, home runs, RBIs, stolen bases, batting average, on-base percentage, and maybe slugging. Or maybe on-base plus slugging, one of the two. So, and then for pitching, Gleyber Torres, okay. Ruiz, we're getting this fella. Boom. So, pitching-wise, we have... why am I blanking? My gosh. Okay, here we go. Yeah, average and on base. And then for pitching, you have strikeouts, complete games, strikeout. Wyatt Langford. Shutouts, wins, losses, blown saves, ERA, whip, saves and holds. So, there we go. I kind of all over the place right now. Oh, Jackson Churio was gone as well. Okay, well, it is what it is. I'm not terribly worried about that because we have a youngster of our own, Salvador Perez, off the board. So with this next pick, we just got to figure out what's going on. So we need a third baseman. Let's see who is available for third. Jackson Merrill is off the board. Berger, Candelario, Suarez, Rengifo. Oh, I can pick Novello Marte. I know I've made that joke a few times. So those are all guys that could potentially do what they need to do. Shota Imanaga. I don't know if you hear my cheering club in the background. 2 under 2. Love him. Oh, TJ Friddle, that's a guy, he broke his wrist going for a diving catch. Yuki Matsui is off the board, so he's going to be out. So Jake Fraley is going to be hitting against righties. Jonathan India may have an even clearer path to go to get into the lineup now. Okay, so first base obviously going to be either Freeman or Olsen. Logan O'Hoppe is off the board. Then the utility, whoever is not at first, is going to be there. Outfield, we know, is going to be low. Ruiz. Potentially India, but I do need to get some more power hitters. I need to get some stuff going on. Looking at McCormick a little bit. I don't know, power hitter, but an option right there for me. Starling Marte off the board. I was actually looking at him. I might potentially look at Jorge Soler. I'm not a huge fan of him, but he might do a little bit for me. Since walks are a thing in this league, I might also look to see who's going to give me walks. Edouard Julien, love that guy. However, I already have too many second basemen on my team. Logan Chanuel, he might be an option for me. MJ Melendez lost catcher eligibility. That's unfortunate. Nate Lowe is going to be a late pick for me. Jung Ho Lee off the board. Take him off the board. So I know we're just going back and forth. We got some good pitchers here in this stop. I like Kyle Harrison. So if we can get some of these guys, I feel good. Louis Varland is actually coming on super strong. I missed Paul Sewald was off the board. I mean, that was way up there. But so next pick is going to be ours. I don't know if I trust Lane Thomas. Mainly because he had a really good year last year, but everything else hasn't looked as great. So I mean, it has looked okay, but has not looked great. So I'm probably not gonna select him. Anthony Santander might be someone to look at. I wish he would get more walks. Again, it's tough because I like a lot of these guys. But, oh man, I'm not gonna do the same thing I did last time. Edwin Encarnacion. Christian Encarnacion Strand is a guy that I think is going to do well as long as he can, get going and not start out cold. However, oh man, I think it's important to go ahead and get the guys I think are going to be good, and I think that I'm going to go with it. Jorge Soler is someone I think is going to be able to hit well in that lineup. He has some other protection in that lineup. It's not the sexiest. However, he's going to be hitting cleanup. I mean, that's pretty much it. So after me, Junior Caminero, Abner Uribe, Evan Phillips. That's something else. We got to look at some relief pitchers. We do have 4, however. Pepio's going to be a starter. Pavetto's going to be a starter. So we only have 2 saves guys right now. I know saves are ones that can, kind of come from anywhere and get you anything. But since this is a saves and holds league, I feel pretty good just looking at potentially holds. One of my main targets is Joel Pyomps. Really like him. I think Jason Foley's going to be good. Let's see. So see, I don't have to look at just saves. I can look at holds, and I'll be good too. So, Vinny Pasquantino. So depending on who is going to be left, we still have some good bats. Santander was taken. Santander. J.P. Crawford walks like crazy. I think he's going to be pretty decent. I'm gonna have to sell out for power. So I say have to. I'm going to choose to sell out for power this year because that's probably where I'm going to win. I'm going to win in home runs and RBIs. At least that's the hope. Some of these guys definitely going to be coming on the board. A few picks until our turn. So, Pete Fairbanks. Carlos Correa went undrafted in one of my other leagues, which I find crazy. I mean, not in a bad way, I don't guess, but who's got the most walks, or who's projected out of those? Oh yeah, Julian. Yeah, we already have a lot of second basemen. So, however, India is going to be Lane Thomas off the board. Unfortunate. I say unfortunate because he was going to be someone that could potentially come in and be a later pick for me, but Lourdes Gurriel off the board, dang. Willie Adames. So our turn is next. Anthony Rizzo. Kerry Carpenter. We're on the clock. We have some Q. Let's see this. I really don't want to keep waiting on, to see if some of these guys are going to go. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to grab Strand. Next time around, I'm going to grab Berger. Zach Eflin. We haven't really looked a lot at pitchers. Also going to sell out for strikeouts this year. So some of these guys, I don't need to be pretty. Also, if you hear my other cheering crowd, it's my dog. I hope Carlos Rodon has a better season. As a Yankees fan, I know I'm wearing an Angels jersey. It's Mike Trout. It's pretty cool. So I wore my Yankee stuff the past few. Michael King. I wore my Yankee stuff the last few drafts, so had to wash it. So definitely have some options here. Definitely looking good. Let's see. Got messages coming in. I also have a draft here in another 45 minutes, so that's exciting. So hopefully we can get through these probably here in the next 15-20 minutes. I can set up for the next draft. I'm going to have a different jersey on. So exciting times here in this household, especially fantasy baseball here. Woo! Jarren Duran. Here's the thing, man. Mitch Garver. He's got to have a catcher in one of my other leagues. So, I personally think Suarez could be better. Yeah, I might just get both of them. What am I saying? All positions. Rank. Ryan McMahon. Clay Holmes. Okay. Well, my teams. Exciting times. Exciting times. Exciting times. Some of my other leagues will have the first pickups for tomorrow. So I don't know if I'll be able to sleep tonight. I want to stay up and make sure I have all my guys. I want to make sure I I get all my waiver wire draft picks. Or waiver wire picks. Sonny Gray off the board. So I do believe, we're going back to third base, I really do believe that Berger and Suarez are going to be good. I like Suarez's opportunity to have more RBIs, and he obviously is going to walk more. So, but let's look, since we have just a few minutes, let's look and see what they did last year. Total bases, Berger had more bases, and now let's find Suarez. He hit 12 more home runs, but he didn't have as many RBIs. Doubled his walks. Alex Verdugo off the board. So on base percentage, he scored more runs. AJ Puck off the board. We also want to look at stolen bases. As I've talked about before, I want to make sure we get stolen bases, but also have to be smart about how we go about them. And by that, I mean, I want every position of mine to have some upside when it comes to stolen bases. So, our turn is next. Lamont Wade, if he had third eligibility. Bailey Ober, daggone it. Daggone it. I really can't keep playing around. I have to go ahead and get third baseman, so I'll grab Berger. I think Suarez is going to be there later. But now we have to work on pitching. I think my pitching is decent. Maeda, Glasnow, Merrill Kelly, Pivetta, Pepio, but Cole Reagan, TJ Friddle, Mitch Keller, crap. Should have gone for pitching sooner. So we'll grab Harrison and then Louis Varland. Again, he's been looking great. Oh. Keep Ruiz off the board. We'll go ahead and grab Kyle Harrison, though. A little more confidence in Kyle Harrison. Grab some water. Oh, man. Parker Meadows. I think this is the worst part, waiting for other people. Now, the auto drafts are scary because it's, yes, like this is anticipation and it's building. With auto pick, it just like stings you right there. It's like, oh yeah, we're going to take a guy you picked. No, don't pick him. And you're in trouble because there's nothing you can do. I mean, nothing you can do if anyone else picks anyway, but you know what I'm saying? It's not a slow burn. It's just nope, we're taking him. He was your pick? Nope. So, we are in round 19. We're around 20, excuse me. Wilson Contreras off the board. Evaldi, Carlos Rodon, Kenley Jansen. I don't know why I call him Jensen. Michael Bush. So our turn is next. if Kyle Harrison is taken, I guess it's going to make it easier for us to go ahead and pick Verlander, not Verlander. But we got some other guys that we can pick later on. They're, I don't want to call them sleepers, but they're not necessarily guys that you're gonna peg to be top targets, which works for me. Don't mind it at all. So in 5 seconds, we're gonna figure out if we get Mr. Kyle Harrison. And we will. We're going to get Kyle Harrison. Boom. So next, I have... So with 4 rounds... Oh, no. With 5 rounds left. We have 1 guy who can play catcher. We have 3 guys who can play first, I believe. Oh no, we picked up Strand. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I have some trade bait there. We have 1, 2 guys who can play second, 1 guy who can play third. Shortstop, we have 1. Just 1. Okay, so I think Rengifo is going to be our next guy because he has eligibility anywhere and everywhere. Outfield, we have to count that we have Lowe, Ruiz, Soler. Well, we're going to go ahead and say India. So we need... I would like another shortstop, another third baseman. Brandon Paff off the board after us. So, I like Ezekiel Tovar. Rengifo. Duran. I like some of these guys. I really do. Brandon Drury. And, I mean, we still got Suarez, too. So, never mind. We don't have Suarez. I'm so mad. Yeah, so Rengifo, second, third, short, and outfield. Hard to pass up on that, you know. Josh Donaldson. JP Crawford, great source for walks. How many walks did Julian have last year for them to anticipate him getting that many? He had 64 walks last year. Chaz McCormick, Luis Severino, who else? Okay. Whatever music I'm putting back here, hopefully it's good, because there's some quiet times here. Jose Leclerc, daggone it. Oh, Brian Abreu was also selected. So with this, you have to pick guys, Jeff McNeil, you have to pick guys who are going to get lots of play in the bullpen. So Joel Payamps, he did great for me last year. Really like what he does. He's going to get some strikeouts. I think he's going to be the guy in Milwaukee. And if he's not, then he's going to be the setup man. And he did pretty well for me last year as the setup man. So might also look at Ryan Presley. Ryan Presley is going to, I think, do well as a setup guy there in Houston. However, may not be as dominant as he was as a closer. Okay, so Clayton Kershaw. Oh, I didn't realize Clayton Kershaw wasn't selected yet. That's crazy. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3 guys who can get 3 guys who can get Tanner Scott's gone. Daggone it. Daggone it. Trevor Story, Nestor Cortez. Oh, man. Do I want Lang or do I want Foley? Ezekiel Tovar's gone. Daggone it. Who's that run on? No, Pete Crosshaw, Josh Bell, Ezekiel Tovar, Henry Candelario. Okay. Okay, Sal Frelick. Again, man, we have to look and see who's going to be who's going to get lots of play. Saves and holds. There's draft. I mean, Reed Detmer's going to get some Ks, baby. Let's go ahead and... I really do think that Ryan Presley is going to be decent in that Houston Astros bullpen. He was the closer last year. He was the guy for him last year. So I have to think that he's going to be one of the top options. So MJ Melendez off the board. Rengifo off the board. Daggone it, man. So let's keep my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 setup men. So I'll be starting 1, 2, and then 3, 4. So one more. Let's see who we got. Okay. So I do like Rafaela. That's not how you say his name, but. Jordan Hicks. Nate Lowe. Bummer. I think Ezekiel Duran is going to be my guy. Might wait to grab him. But, we're going to have some people that we can throw on the IL. So, nothing that we need to do right this second. No one that we need to grab right this second. Look at some of these guys still out there. Edward Joe, I don't know how they get he's gonna have so many walks. Dalton Varsho, Gavin Lux. Chris Sanchez, daggone it. How is Julian supposed to have 90-some walks and his on-base percentage is going to be under 800? Jason Adam, Hunter Harvey, gone. Gone. Almost our turn again. Brendan Rogers. So we're going to be able to look at pitchers again. With K's. Sonny Gray. He walks a lot of people, but. Whoa. Okay. That's crazy. Sonny Gray, opening day starter. No. Okay. I'm probably going to read Detmers. I mean. Ooh, okay, maybe not. So, more saves, holds. Dang, man. Dang. We'll go Lang. Now, I was going back and forth with Foley and Lang because Foley will come in a pinch. Lang will only come in the 9th inning. So, that's where I'm going back and forth with that. Oh, Griffin Jacks. That's who I'm getting next. That's my target because Johan Duran went on the IL. So that's who I'm picking. Don't forget it. Please don't forget it. So lots of relief pitchers because I want to make sure I'm not losing out in the saves and holds, obviously. And obviously, yeah, that can lower your ERA and whip. As long as you're not getting blown up. So, as they're not getting blown up. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and move Griffin Jacks all the way up. So Griffin Jacks is going to be our guy. And then I might leave Duran. I don't know, man. Let's see. We have one catcher. We have one third baseman. We have one shortstop. We have 4 first basemen. We have 3 outfielders. So we have our outfield filled. Gavin Williams, James Outman, Giancarlo Stanton. India is going to be an outfielder. We have to remember that. I'm still drawn to Julian, mainly because of the walks, but I know that's probably not going to be the case, so I'll look and see who has the best average. I don't think Manessa's going to do it. Picked him last year, let me down big time. Big time. Carlos Correa. Dang, Ezekiel Duran might be the guy, you know? Jeez. Just for the heck of it, let's see if is he still... Okay, he was drafted already. Never mind. Figured I'd at least check. Oh, Skeens. Drafted. And for Cruz? Oh, he's available. I'll keep him for later. Okay. So, we got a few guys to look at later. Pick up towards the end of the season, maybe. Gavin Stone. Taylor Ward. Lars Nootbaar. Devin Williams. Jordan Lawler. We already know we're going at Griffin Jacks. Boom! Boom. Good pick. Okay, yeah, so at this point in time, wow, we have 8 relievers. But some of those relievers are also main pitchers. So Pivetta is considered a reliever. Pepio is considered a reliever. So, but the guys, you know, they're going to be in more often. Jax, Ling, Presley, Pyomps. That's 4 already. Alvarado, Romano. That's 6. Brian De La Cruz, Robert Suarez. Again, we need to figure out third and short. I don't know if I trust LeMahieu. Garrett Whitlock. Sedane Rafaela. Brooks Raley, that's another really good pick. It's probably going to have to be Duran. Matt Brash, dang, that was a good pick. Leody Taveras. Magneto. Carlos Correa. Magneto. Carlos Correa. AJ Minter. Jose Caballero. Last guy, yeah, we're just gonna. We're gonna have to go Duran. Okay, well, that does it for this league. We'll go over the guys real quick. Gabriel Marino, again, was a keeper at catcher. First base, one of our four first basemen. Justin Turner, Zach Geloff, one of our second basemen. Jake Berger, one of our third base eligible guys. Francisco Lindor at short. Josh Lowe, outfield. Echeverry Ruiz, outfield. Jorge Soler, outfield. Freddie Freeman, first. Jonathan India, soon to be outfield and second. We'll go over the bats. Matt Olson, first. Christian Carnason Strand, first. And Zico Duran, short, third, and outfield eligibilities. Now let's go to the pitching. Kenta Maeda, Tyler Glasnow, Merrill Kelly, Nick Pivetta, Ryan Pepio, Kyle Harrison. Oh. Okay. Kyle Harrison. And then we go to relievers. Griffin Jacks. Alex, I want to say Artie. Alex Lang, Ryan Presley, Joel Pyomps. Then we're moving up to Alvarado and Romano. So hopefully things go well. I do have another draft here in about 20 minutes, so I'm looking forward to that. This is JK. I want to thank you for sharing part of your day with me.